On a beautiful Saturday afternoon here at the Gerald R. Ford Museum, while people were taking pictures with their wedding party and just generally enjoying the day, many of them may not have noticed that two of the most powerful members of the United States House of Representatives were here to visit the museum and the gravesite of a former member of Congress. Congressman Kevin McCarthy is a California representative who has risen to majority leader. He did it faster than any leader before him. Fred Upton has represented Southwest Michigan for decades and serves as the chairman of the Energy and Commerce Committee, one of the most powerful in Washington. Both men visited the museum dedicated to President Ford, but before he was addressed as Mr. President, he had a single-minded goal of being Speaker of his beloved House, a House that looks considerably different today than when he served there. How different is the Congress in which you served than the one that he served in?
Well, this one is much different. Back then, everybody kind of stayed in D.C. too, and Gerald Ford, he really brought a lot of people together.
Well, you know, when Kevin and I were driving up here from Kalamazoo, I said this is probably the first time that a majority leader has ever gone to a former minority leader's gravesite.
McCarthy and Upton are in Michigan for a Lincoln Day dinner after what has been a busy week on Capitol Hill, and McCarthy says Congress is making what he sees as progress.
If you just look at what the Congress accomplished this week, Waters of the U.S., NDAA, USA Freedom, dealing with FISA, and then Israel Review. So those are all very big bills, but all done this week.
The schedule for Congress next week is another busy one. Then they'll take a bit of a break, but they'll be back in June and July with still more work to do. They'll still have to try to figure out how to get those bills they pass in the lower chamber past the Senate. In Grand Rapids, I'm Rick Albin, 24 Hour News 8.